Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over trimming these little pots here with the Giffin Grip Mini and also a Mud Tools trim tool. So I'm going to trim this little pot here, and I thought it'd be a good time to show off the Giffin Grip Mini and also show you my trimming technique. As you can see, it just locks right into place. I'm using the Mud Tools trim tool as well. It has a nice curved edge and a nice flat edge, and I'll show you how I use both of those in this video. So first things first, I did it off the hump, and I have a little bit of a rough bottom, so I take the flat edge and go nice and easy over it. Not really trying to take off too much clay, but just trying to make it level, okay? Just like that. And then once it's nice and flat and the tool's not bumping up and down, I'll go ahead and take down the sidewall with the flat edge, and I use the corner right here to really establish the foot and get that started. Once you establish the foot, every time you adjust the foot, you're going to have to adjust the rest of the curve because it does mess with that, okay? So after we're done with that, I'll give it a little polish with my fingers as I go throughout trimming. And then we're gonna use the curved edge now. We're gonna use this curve right here, and I like to do it like this. I put a little support, and then I dig down just like that first. You wanna start slow, then you can speed up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You wanna match up how far you went on that outside. So right here, you wanna match it up. Then I'm gonna use the curved edge to take down some of this as well. Kind of go back and forth till it's down. Tap, make sure, and then I use the flat edge now to really dig out the rest and make it flatter. Just like so. It may take a few passes, but you want to be careful once you get closer not to go too far. If you need to do some adjusting, this is the time to do so. Really make sure that foot is nice and smooth. I use the skin of my fingers to really polish that out. You can see how it just takes away some of that roughness. I like to take it off and kind of make sure the weight is good. It's feeling pretty good right here. Nice thing about the Giffin grip is you can easily go back to center. I used to avoid these Giffin grips for a long time, but I have been converted. I love them so much. All right, so everything feels pretty good right here. So these are going to be an egg yolk separator, so I need to cut a slit. I wanted to do one more pot. Again, you want to check and make sure how thick it is before you get started, taking down that top or the bottom and making sure it's flat. See how my tool's not bouncing up and down? That's what we want, because that's going to be your foot. Using that flat edge to go in, curved edge to blemish it out, polish. Then we're going to use the curved edge to dig in. Take your time. It's just like this. I use my finger to support and going down like that. A lot of people will go a bunch of passes to get down. I like to do that initial dig, and look how easy it is to take out the rest. That looks about the thickness we want, so I'm going to go ahead and take the flat edge and finish it off. Very gently go into the foot, match up the outside. You take it down just a hair, and whenever you adjust the outside, you need to, or the side of the foot, you need to adjust the side of the pot. Just like so. Using my finger to polish up. And then the flat edge once more, just to finish up very lightly. Just like that. And sometimes I'll run a wet sponge, just real gentle, and then use my dry finger to polish. Just like so. That feels good. Just like that. Just kind of observe it, make sure everything's where you want it to be. This is a good time to do that because once it gets too dry, it's hard to just take off little bumps and whatnot. So yeah, that's how I trim my feet. Remember, trimming takes a lot of practice, a lot of practice. And you're gonna go through pots too far, you're gonna crack them and all these things, you're gonna learn to dry them. So take your time, it really takes practice, and you really push yourself to dig out a lot of clay at a time. And with like when we went down with the curved edge, really try to do that. And you remember, you gotta start slow. You can start taking up the speed and you wanna stop slow, just like everything else. Like I teach, it's like a drill. You wanna start and stop slow so you don't drill a hole through the wall and you also don't get like craziness when you first start. So I hope that helped. I'm gonna show you guys a few final trimmed pieces so you can see the final product. So here's a little example. I didn't do as aggressive of a foot on these, but it's an egg yolk separator. So you crack the egg inside and then you pour it and the yolk will stay inside. So here's like some little espresso mugs. They have a foot like we just trimmed. Pretty much every foot that I do has the same kind of trimming, and you can apply it to almost any pot. Like these mugs here, they got a nice little foot. Just take your time learning, but you're gonna thank yourself whenever you learn these skills. If you made it this far into the video, comment down below trimming. If you comment trimming, I'll respond to you and say thank you. I really appreciate the support. I really hope these videos have been helping you in your journey and learning to trim. All these things are not easy to learn, and I'm just gonna try to post more long form content to actually help you guys get the process down. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll be posting more and more, as I said earlier, so stay tuned. Like, subscribe, please. It helps so much. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.